today's English News Bulletin, we have an interview with the director of the Vietnam Nuclear Energy Institute after the situation in Japan. Vietnam Socialist Study Group here in Vietnam for American activists. And a music club helps to maintain the Otan Gachu singing style. You're tuning into VTV News. We'll be right back after a short break. When VTV News comes back, we'll join in a delegation of the Committees of Correspondence for Democracy and Socialism from the United States. They're here on a study tour. And later on, we'll join in a music club that has helped to maintain a particular singing style called the Otan Gachu singing style. All in the next part of VTV News.
Exotic Vietnam is an intriguing blend of many charms. This land is where all manner of stunning landscapes await like a visual feast, rivaled only by the beauty of its people and their abundantly rich tradition and culture. Here is where you can relive the past in richest color or live it up in the bright lights of the big city. With so much more to offer, Vietnam is simply unforgettable.
A delegation of the Committees of Correspondence for Democracy and Socialism, also known as CCDS, from the United States, is now on the second study tour to Vietnam under the invitation of the Vietnam Women's Union. VTV International Hoài Leung reports on their first working day on Tuesday in the study tour, themed Vietnam Today, Women, Agent Orange, and the Socialist Market Economy.
It's now 9 in the morning. Thousands of visitors are flocking to Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum at Ba Dinh Square despite the unfavorable weather condition. The 8-member CCDS delegation is also joining the crowd as the way to show their spirit of solidarity with the Vietnamese people and interest in socialism. Paul Krebel from New York, who's never been to Vietnam, brought his old gift for the late President Ho Chi Minh, a portrait of Uncle Ho that he painted in 1972 in the States when he was an art student and anti-war protester.
Back in December of 1972, and that was when the Christmas bombing was taking place. That was when President Nixon sent bombers over and just bombed Vietnam indiscriminately. It was terrible, innocent people, hospitals were blown up. And I wanted to express my solidarity with the Vietnamese people during that time, so that's when I did this drawing of Ho Chi Minh.
After handing over Paul's 40-year-old painting to the management board of the Ho Chi Minh Museum as a gift, the CCDS group takes their time to learn about Ho Chi Minh's life and revolutionary cause at the museum.
I felt it was a great honor for me to be able to see the museum and to visit the mausoleum of Ho Chi Minh. And I wish I had more time to spend here in the museum to learn more about the life of Ho Chi Minh.
As long as learning about Vietnam's history, the CCDS group investigate the Vietnamese development strategy Đổi Mới, focusing on the role of women and learn some of the decisions of the 11th Party Congress. U.S.-Vietnam's relations is also a theme, including the war in 1975 and the terrible legacy of disease and birth defects caused by Agent Orange dioxin. According to the CCDS group, there is legislation going through Congress in the U.S. now to force the chemical companies which produce Agent Orange to have make payment to Vietnam and help clean up the polluted environment.
And so one thing we're doing after this trip is we're publishing a pamphlet with photographs, information about Vietnam today, and because we feel like now that we visited twice, we know enough to write something good.
Along with the educational component, the CCDS study tour includes a program of enjoying tourist sites, cultural visits in order to absorb the feeling of Vietnam today. The tour will end on March the 27th.
And within the next 10 days, they will continue their visit to many other localities in Vietnam, including Ha Long Bay, Sapa, Lao Cai, and after that is Da Nang, Hue, Hoi An, and Ho Chi Minh City is their final destination, where they're going to learn more about Vietnamese socialism, about Vietnamese women, and also the issue of Agent Orange dioxin. This is Hoài Lương reporting for VTV International, Hanoi.